Then I'm gonna pull this guy. Wait. We could use some help up here, most likely, but I also think we need help in this area. Yeah, it's a full stack, but it's a very, very weak army. So we can't take on too many strong units. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to go over here or just speed across over there. The problem with going over here is it's going to take like 3 turns just to reposition. So if we go here, we're already fighting. Yeah, it's 3 turns. 3 turns and we're fighting. Here it is 4 turns and we're fighting. So it's actually not that much different. Let's just go over here. There's not as many walled settlements over here, so I feel like we can handle that better. Also, I came up with an idea here. So I was going to say the Strigoi might be able to win this fight, but it might not, actually. Because I don't know if they have any fast-moving units. They might have cav in there. That would be pretty much a death sentence. So what I'm going to do is send this Vampire Lord south. We'll besiege this. Actually, can we do it? Do it in channel stance. We can. Sweet. So we'll get some Winds of Magic. We can't attack it right away, but what we can do is bait this guy into returning to defend. And then if we win that fight, then we'll be able to take this settlement next turn, and we'll have defended against this. I really don't want him attacking Hergig. So that should be helpful. It's going to slow down our progress on this front, but that's why we're sending this guy in to help. So that should help. Okay, up next, we need to attack up here with Vlad.
Carstein.
And unfortunately, this guy does not have enough movement speed to take this, so we do have to take with Vlad. Yeah, so we'll just take it with Vlad. Are they at war with anybody? So we can get paid for it? They are, so we can talk to these guys.
Men to command. This had better be urgent.
Take the war against Clan Mulder. Okay, it's 1300 for it. We'll take that. And the Gormandy tribes. These are the guys right next to us. How much do they pay us for that? They have no money. Well, there you go. So one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and besiege. And we need to put items on this guy, but let's pull. Let's bring up our other lord so he can help. And since he can't make it anyways, let's at least leave him in channeling stance so we can get some Winds of Magic. Alright, let me throw some items on and then we'll get in there and fight. Alright, we got our items. Go ahead and put Bone Pendant. I'd like to have the minus leadership aura on Vlad so they run faster, but that's probably not that big of a deal. I'm gonna try it. Let's put the Lich Bone Pendant on Vlad, give him magic attacks, so he should be able to bypass armor. Not that they have that much armor. Yeah, they really don't have anything with armor, but it's better than not having it. Okay, let's get in there. We're going to start over here. Get our reinforcements coming in from the back. These guys are going to shift. Yep, there's going to be like one person defending, so we'll just shift over here. Okay, there's nobody actually. Nice. So we'll harass anybody that shows up to defend. And Vlad will start working on the gate. Oh, interesting. They do have a unit over here. Oh, those are spawns. Yep, they're wasting their clan rat, their menace belows. Nice. Okay, so we'll work on the gate. That'll give us time to get our reinforcements in. Can harass these guys. Oh, we are through the gates.
With haste.
Oh, we need to get rid of some of these bigger units. So we're gonna try and bait with our 2 melee troops. See if we'll get them to attack a little bit. Yeah, I want to take out the rat ogres. You gotta be careful not to get knocked out of the doorway. Yep, there we go. Knock us into the doorway, that's fine. And then, can we attack them before they go? Yeah, there we go. Attack. Get our debuff on, and then if they start to group up a little bit, we'll just start dropping bombs. That's a good opportunity right here. It's about 4 units. Plus the clan rat spawn. Oh, rat ogres. Okay, so we probably want to get back from that. And okay, overcast. Just tripped. So how are we doing here? We need to keep hitting the big units. So let's make sure we're still hitting those. Oh, that didn't clear these guys out. Interesting. Let's start getting these guys back so we can get our shields. Yeah, both these guys get back. We just need to wiggle them. Oh, come on, dude. Are they doing that again? We're going to have to heal for a little bit. Or we're not going to get out at all. Are we just not going to get out? Okay, we need another big nuke here to try and clear the logjam. Come on, dude. Get out. Don't waste all your regen. Okay, big nuke. That's going to clear out a lot of the small units, but it's the big units that are causing the problems. Let's get a heal on this guy. Can't cast it because we're underneath the platform. Lovely. Okay, we got out. We didn't take too much damage. We did take a little bit. We killed quite a few units, though. Let's try and kill the rat ogres this time. They were the ones causing the problems. Yeah, they're getting hit pretty hard. Gotta get ready for another big spell here if they group up. It's only a few units. We need more in there, but should be able to group up soon. Let's get a debuff on Strat. Make sure he doesn't hit that hard. Or make sure he misses most of his attacks, rather. These guys are starting to come in. That's good. Maybe a couple more. Yeah, let's get a couple more in there, and then we'll go. Vlad is starting to go down. That's not good. But the rat ogres are down to 3, so they should be gone. Let's go ahead and nuke. No, one more. Yeah, Vlad's going down. Let's get out. We might need to nuke again just to get these guys out of the way. Oh, yep, that's a good nuke. We're taking damage. I don't really want to take damage because we will hit our healing cap in this. There's a lot of units to deal with. Let's try and get some damage in on Strat if we can. There we go. A lot of debuffs. He's still hitting us. Okay. His melee attacks at 0, but he's still hitting. That's kind of disappointing. Right, this one we're for sure we're gonna nuke this. Yep, this is a big one. And hopefully we get to stay a little bit longer. Nope, Vlad's already out of shield. Okay, let's get out. Whatever. It's gonna kill a lot of units off at least. Yo, come on, Vlad. Nice. We didn't take any damage until the very end there when we got hit by like 1,000 arrows. Try and get Strat in here again. Debuff. Not that it matters because he seemed to hit anyways. Here we go. 2 debuffs. Get our winds of magic back. Buff up our damage. Here comes the rat ogre. This guy could be problems as well because 2 large units pushing our units around. He already cleared this guy's shield. Let's get out. We'll at least get out with him and then let Vlad fight. Keep hitting Strat. They are going to let us out, so that's good. Oh boy, Strat wants to run. Howard. Okay, no big deal. That was a good fight. This guy's coming in. This is a Packmaster. Can we get some damage on him? Yeah, there we go. And then also that rat ogre. Oh wow, it's getting hit pretty hard. This guy's ready to go again. Let's bring him back in. Rat ogre. Oh my god, dude. One shot. He hit us once. And it took everything. Holy hell, that thing hits hard. Okay, we can't do anything but get out. We have to get out now. Yeah, both guys just get out. Let's just reset. That was crazy, man. Oh, he came flying out. Alright, Vlad, you tie him up. This guy needs to get his shield back. Let's get at least get the debuff off. Still pursuing? Yeah, I'd rather just disengage all the way. Let's back up a little bit. Alright, we might need her to get involved. Yeah, hit Throt, hit Throt. He's going to be within... he's going to be in execution range soon. Oh, she can't really stay in combat. Throt's going to be... Yep, Throt's in range. Let's execute. Switch target to the mutant ogre. Alright, here we go. We can hit him with two things. And then she's gonna swoop down and cut his head off. Boom. That was perfect. Dude, this guy hits so hard. Look at that. Shield's gone in a single hit. That's wild. Alright, we can hit him from the back. Yeah, he's not paying attention, so we'll hit him back here. He's going to be in execution range here very soon. Does he have something special, or is he's just that strong? Yeah, he's just that strong. You need to chase. Yep. And then these two need to go back to clearing out the front. Here we go. One more hit, and he's done. Yep, got him. Hell yeah. So that's most of their big units. I think they have one Assassin Lord I saw roaming around back here, but that's pretty much it. So at this point, we're just going to get them to blob up, and then we're going to use the big spells. And that's it. That's essentially what we'll be doing for the rest of the match. So I'll probably edit most of this out. After this one. Yeah, let's get a good look. Come on in. Shreds everybody. Go back to heal. I somehow forgot about this guy. I thought we killed him. He's got maybe 2 more hits. Actually, we can just execute. Yeah, let's execute. These two can go tie down anybody that tries to interfere. Okay, hit him. Don't push. Just hit him. He does not want to hit this guy for some reason. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna run him down, and then we'll get these guys to blob. And then we'll finish it off. There we go. Okay, and there, yep, there's the last lord. Yeah, don't get hit by him. Let's fly, let him get back a little further, and then we'll chase him when he's away from this guy. I don't really want to get in there. Alright, you guys need to go blob on the same unit. Where? Oh, he's stuck in there. He's inside an enemy unit. That's fine. Finish him off. Got him. And they're probably going to try to blob on us. So let's just let them do that for a second, and then we'll overcast. No, you know what? Let's not overcast, because that'll blow the rest of our shield potentially. Do that, and then we'll just run. We'll be back in a bit. Here we go. We got army loss. That's 50 minutes, so not actually that long, considering it's 3 units against like 5,000 or 6,000 rats. So I'm gonna run down a few people, a few rats, and then we'll move on. So we'll take the settlement. So we should get a nice healthy corpse pile out of that. It's well over 2,000. Actually 3,000. So 3,000 dead. Remamute, that's their secondary army, so we cut him in about half. Yeah, I was hoping to get more damage on his army, but it's alright. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to tell which one's which. But Garrison's fully dead. He doesn't really have much anyways. Yeah, it's a lot of Skaven slaves and a handful of clan rats. So we'll clean that up probably next turn. Got a war banner and a shield. Wow. Got some good items there. And then this one we just want to occupy. Oh, that is really good. So defeat trait for throughout the unclean is 10% hit points. And that means anytime we equip a shield on Vlad, that shield's also going to get an extra 10%. And our healing cap goes up, I believe, 10%, right? I think it's based on your hit point pool. Charm shield will probably fuse into something else. So hopefully this guy decides to attack us next turn.
It is night.
Instead of running back. We're pretty weak, although it is a garrison, so yeah, maybe he will run back. But either way, we'll go attack with von Carstein again. It's going to take us at least 2 turns, right? Yeah. It's blue. We'll probably take Hellpit, and then maybe work our way back to Volksgrad, and then we'll clean these up with something else that doesn't have siege attacker. We don't want to bog down our best army here.
The world will drown in
Okay, that is the northeast. Now we get to deal with all this. So yeah, this is handled. He should go back to defend. You guys need to go attack. Let's go besiege. It's going to take us 2 turns, actually, to build that. So that is very unfortunate. What if we raise the dead? We get it done faster. Because we could just throw these units away. That's not a big deal. I think, let's just leave it. I don't know that it's worth spending a bunch of money. We may not even be able to get this. I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference having units in your army to build. I don't know what causes this. I mean, it could be the more units you have, the faster you build. But it may not. I don't know. I haven't looked at that mechanic yet, so I'm just going to leave it. We'll build it in 2 turns. If we don't wipe these guys out, then we'll just have to delay this attack for a couple turns, which sucks. But it is what it is. Let's get over here and deal with a couple fights. So we want to go to war with Middenheim.
Carstein.
We can't join anybody's war because we don't know who they are. That's fine.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Get some more units. What about this guy? Yeah, they have separate recruit pools, so that's okay. What do they have? They have a full recruit pool right there, actually. We don't need... Yeah, we don't need it. So let's just go. This is... Oh, okay. This is going to be a siege as well. Yeah, I forgot. Walled settlement. Let's get some stuff here. We definitely want a stronger army. Yeah, that'll be a few more skeletons. We already have a dog. Let's get the rest as zombies. So 18 out of 20. This is a decent army, though. We should be able to handle that. Yeah, it's a fairly weak garrison and just a handful of units. This is where the problem might rise. So,
Not possible. Never.
I don't know what that army even has.
Impossible.
What we could do, we could just go for fast-moving units. Hold on.
Make them suffer.
We're gonna spend money. Let's get the Gravedigger, so we can do it a little cheaper. Take that. And then we should be able to get more here. Yeah, so a bunch of fast-moving units.
No.
Yeah, see, they have some fast-moving units of their own. And this guy, is he flying? No. So he's on foot, but he's very fast. So we need to clear the fast-moving units, and then we can harass the rest all the way down to 0. So we just need to worry about these guys, and then we'll be in good shape. Here we go. We gotta fight this guy. And he's got 2 pistoliers. And also I noticed he's on a mount. So both of these unit types are gonna be very fast. The rest of the army doesn't concern me whatsoever. It's literally just these 3. And they can ruin the whole fight. So we need to make sure that our bats and our dogs are able to handle these. All 3 of these. And then we need to get out before we get swarmed by the rest of the army. So that's going to be the challenge. Right, I don't think they're going to charge us. Right? Yep, they're going to set up here. So what we'll do is we need to spend some time burning all their ammo. Or at least the ones on the pistoliers. Because those things will absolutely destroy... oh, nice. Dodge that one. They will destroy our bats. No doubt about it. These things are very hard to dodge. But if you time it right, you can still do it. Oh yeah, so we got hit there. So I'm going to spend some time doing this, and then we'll figure out what to do after that. They're just about out. Didn't take us too long. About 5 minutes in. Oh my god, that was a direct hit. Alright. Both to the face. These guys have 1 shot left, 1 shot left. Yeah, so we're done pretty much with them. Now, if we can, I'd love to get rid of some of the archer ammo as well, but I'm not all that concerned about it. This is the bigger danger. Still taking... There we go. Dodge that one. Okay, so let's see. If we try to start... Yeah, see, I was going to say, if we try to go too close, they will send units out after us. Now, we want to get as far away from their line as we can before we fight. So it's okay if we get stuck a little bit. Let's pull everybody in now. Yeah, their army still hasn't responded, so that's good. Wow. Rushed them. All right, they're both gone. They will come back for sure, but we don't want to entice their whole army. Yeah, I just want to get those guys out so that they can go somewhere else. That's perfect. All right, we can use a little bit of winds of magic here. Let's get some heals on our dogs. We're gonna have infinite here if we do it right. So now because they're weaker, they do get shoved to the flanks. We'll have to deal with them later. The only thing now is going to be this guy. So if he's going to just stand there, we can probably burn their archer ammo, which would make our life infinitely easier. Man, this guy is so slow. I've noticed this guy has a very slow turn rate. Can we get 2? There we go. Yeah, we can get 3 people shooting at once. That'll speed it up a little bit. His turn rate is really slow compared to the vampires. And also his attack speed is really slow. He hits pretty hard and he's got armor piercing, but he's kind of like a big lumbering character. So anyways, let me do this for a little bit and then we'll come back when we get some more action. All right, there we go. That's 3 arch. Oh, no, he's not quite down yet. Almost 3 down with no ammo. It's 1 more shot maybe. Come on, dude, get your shot off. Anyways, we'll do that and then I'll try to get this side as well. Seems like if you go too close, they reposition. If you stay at their max range, it's not as bad. Try it down here. Yeah, see, if we stay at their range, it's not nearly as bad. I do want to try and get that other archer unit shooting as well. Can we get a little closer? No, not quite. Not quite. All right, this is interesting. They are rotating. I don't know why, but they're rotating. Can we get a hit? Or can we get some damage on these guys? I'm going to try to go at them with the dogs as well if we can catch them. But we don't want to... No, we don't want to start... Yeah, we don't want to start the main battle yet, so let's just chill. Okay, yeah, we'll be back in a minute. But I think that's all we can do in terms of baiting out their ammo. They don't seem to be giving us much of a chance to take shots. Like if I go over here, they pivot, and then we're not in range anymore. Same thing here with these guys. They don't have an angle. So like if I go in their range, they won't shoot. I don't think they have line of sight. If we can get closer, but then they just start attacking. So that's good if these guys want to attack. I might end up just harassing these guys, getting them to come off their hill. Oh, there we go. That actually works. All right, sweet, we got one. Okay, they're done. Now there's 2 more units that have ranged, and it's going to be these guys. The pistol Free Company militia that have the short range pistols. There's 2 of them. There's no way I get them to shoot, so what we need to do is harass and get these pistoliers to attack us. Yep, they might be doing their full attack now. Maybe not. Right, let's try to hit them then. Okay, we'll hit the spearmen then. Yeah, so we could just harass back and forth. And until they commit their troops, we can just do this all day long. So we'll come back when we get a big fight going. Our enemy lord is chasing. That's a good sign. We don't want to hit him until we're all the way out. So I'm going to debuff. There we go. Debuff. He will push, but he won't hit. Oh, you coward. Okay, there we go. Yeah, get him to attack maybe a little bit more. We don't have to worry about ranged. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, why is he turning back? Yeah, come back this way. And then hit him with everything. Hit him with everything. So the dogs should be just fine. Right, we may not be able to kill him this turn, but we can at least get some damage in. But yeah, let's back up. That was plenty. We need to back. There we go. So we chunked him down about 25%. Lost a few dogs, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. He's coming again. So it seems like when we go close to the line, that just causes him to get really pissed. Oh, he's going after the dogs instead of us. And I don't really like that too much, but I guess it's okay. We can still heal these guys. Let's get them back so we're not taking too much damage on any one group. He's half health already. Perfect. Yeah, he is going to get killed here for sure if he stays. Let's get back one more time. I don't want him to run off the map. I want to take him out completely. So we'll heal up. We'll let him heal up, and then we'll fight him one more time. Should be able to take him out next time. Very good. They're doing this weird thing. I don't know. I guess they just wanted... I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're sending units after us, but they're not particularly good ones against what we're using. So we'll get some chip damage. Right, so they keep pushing with the swordsman now. I'm not sure why, but I mean, we're stacking up the kills, so we'll keep doing that if they want to mess around, and then we'll go after the Lord when he comes after us. Here we go. We got him off the line. Yep, he hit us pretty good, but he's dead. One more hit and he's dead. Yep, there he goes. Get him, dogs. 389. Oh, there's no way we catch him. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, back up. Hopefully he comes back. He probably won't, but it is what it is. Oh, interesting. He did come back. So now we just need to hit him once. There we go. Hit the wrong button. Oh no, he's charging us and then he chickened out. Alright, we're too scary for him. We got the remnants of their pistoliers coming after us, so let's take them out. Yep, they're gone. Instantly shattered. Take as many of them as we can, and then we'll back up. There we go. So they're down to what? 1 unit? Yep. So basically annihilated that group at 0 cost. See if we can get the other pistoliers, and then it's just this guy. They literally have nothing they can do to stop us. So I'm going to probably edit most of the rest out. I'll show you little snippets how we're going to harass and then get these guys isolated and then chew them up with all these units. Right, the Lord came after us and hit us once and then ran. So he's fully gone. Oh, crap, dude. What did we get hit by? We got hit by the pistols. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But it's okay, we can heal. So anyways, the Lord is gone. You know what? Can we get him with the bats? No, he's too fast. He's already going to be off the map by the time we get to him. So anyways, we won't get him. We have one more set of cavalry, I think, right? Way out here. One more unit of cav we got to deal with, but everything else is pretty much straightforward. So yeah, we're going after the range units that they have left. If we take them out, then we can basically do whatever we want, because they'll have nothing to contest. So I'm going to get the bats over here. They should be able to scare them off. Oh man, yeah, they're surrounding with a lot. So we may not be able to get it. The bats attack. How about that? Is that enough to scare you off? Yep, there we go. Okay, so they're fully gone. We don't want to lose too many bats, although I don't really care about them too much. We'll probably dismiss them. There we go. So 1 pistolier regiment fully gone. Let's go after the next one. And then that's it. There's nothing that can really contest us. Except for these, which I was waiting for them to join. But yeah, they're not going to last too long. They're very weak. There we go. Yep, they're gone. Pistoliers came back again. They're not going to last too long. Doing here. Let's target the pistoliers first, and then we'll back out if we need to. Nope. Get it back. Yeah, if they're gonna chase us like that, let's just destroy them. Actually, we have dogs here. I'd rather use the dogs. Pistoliers are gonna get targeted pretty easily. But yeah, these guys are super annoying. They don't let you go, but they're also like way too aggressive for their own good. So they just got annihilated for that. So yeah, last thing, pistoliers, and then we're good to go. So let's work on them. So we're just going to try and get them into melee, separate them, and then we'll surround them with the bats, I think. Yeah, let's get the bats over here. The dogs, I think we can really do much with the dogs. I'm just going to leave them back. Perfect. All right, let's actually get in there. They're trying to join with their melee. Let's see if we can hit them. Yeah, we're going to take some damage here. Don't want these guys to... Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, I don't want them to flee, but it's all right. Only lost 1 bat there. And then these guys are going to get chewed up pretty badly. All right, let's get the bats to chase. Just got to stay on them. Yeah, they're not going to reform. Oh, they have another unit there, dude. They literally have people everywhere. There we go. We should be clear now. Go dive bomb him. And then we need to use this guy to distract so nobody can bother us. Yeah, and then that's it. We're done. So we're going to run down everybody else now. And if we use the bats to swarm anybody that's ganging up on our Lord, they don't really take much damage because their focus is on the Lord. So maybe that's the strategy. Get them to group up on 1 unit. Like, here we go. Let's try it with this guy. So I'm going to use the Lord, if we can get past our bats. I'll use the Lord here. Actually, let's... Yeah, while we're waiting. Yeah, it's going to be hard to isolate somebody, but yeah, here we go. So we wait for them to circle and completely envelop him. which means they're not going to be focusing on anybody else. And then we dive bomb. That gets them to flee without damage, maybe? Nope, they're all there. So let's back out. And that guy still didn't break. Oh, no, he did break. All right, so... Oh, the bats are stuck, so they're going to get killed. Yeah, it works much better when your unit that you're attacking is way out by himself, not like 10 feet away from their main line. So let's get our lord out, and then we'll keep doing that. Or you get situations like this where this archer with no ammo just left his cover. So he was surrounded by 2 spearmen groups. And now he has nothing. So he's just going to get dive bombed, and they literally can do nothing about it. So yeah, that's another unit down. Right, they just got army lost. We need to kill as many units as we can. Let's send the dogs to the most populated areas, and the bats can get everybody else. Make sure everybody's hitting different targets. Getting heals off. Make sure we're back to full health. Not that it matters. We will get... Oh, these guys are double teaming. Yep, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, everybody's attacking something else. That's perfect. And then as soon as we see the Z's, that means we need to move on. Right, this looks pretty good. We might get everybody. I don't think it matters, but just for personal. Oh, no, we're not going to get that. Definitely not going to get that. So anyways, let me run everybody down. Here we go. Heroic victory, no losses. Actually, the bats did really well. A lot better than I thought they would. And yeah, everybody pulled their weight. I might keep the bats a little bit longer. I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of them, but I think maybe I just didn't know how to use them properly. This definitely seems to be a good way. Not in direct combat, but anything that gets close to routing, you just shove them in their face. That'll cause them to rout. You can run away until they're safe to run down without without their allies being close to help. But anyways, we wiped them out. That's maybe a corpse pit. 2200. Let's see. And we're just going to occupy. No corpse pit, unfortunately. Check. Yeah, no corpse pit. So that's it for our moves. And I don't think I want to recruit any new armies. It's just going to cost us way too much. We're already at minus 9k, and it's going to get worse because we will put more units and better units in our army. We could get rid of some of these. I'm throwing some zombies in here, but we could get rid of the bats. I'm going to keep them for now, and then maybe at some point we'll delete them, but I guess we'll just hang on them for now. So that's it for turn 9. Let's see where we're at. We're up to 37 settlements, 30k in the bank, and just basically minus 9 grand. So not too bad there. We do need to worry about getting these numbers up. I think I made a pretty big mistake here in going too much into the income. Like if we made a few less income buildings and a few more growth buildings, we could have spent this money and then gotten a few more here. And not that it would have made a huge difference, but it would have made a difference for sure. But anyways, that's it for turn 9. I need to set up for the battles that we have. We have a lot of battles that are going to happen. We've got the dwarfs. Potentially a fight here. I don't know if they can reach or not. So we might have a fight there, we might not. And then they'll probably sally out here, and they'll probably defend there. So there's 3 fights. 4 with the dwarves. And then maybe up here. I don't know if they're going to counterattack these guys. They may or may not against Vlad. What if we go out in the open? Would that make it more likely for them to attack? Because we don't need to be in the settlement. There's no replenishment that we really need.
More sleep shines.
Yeah, let me see if that baits them into coming out and attacking. Because I think they get a pretty big buff with the walls. So if we do it outside without the walls, maybe they'll come in.
Think me full?
But anyways, yeah, that'll be a problem for end of turn 9. So let me get these fights going. All right, we got ambushed by our Carstein Lord, but they didn't seem to attack us. So I don't know. I guess we just go to the edge of the map. Wait, oh, do we have to do it from here? Yep, there we go. I don't know what the point of that was, but we'll get out for free. Maybe they'll have enough movement speed to follow up attack. Yeah, it was him. Okay, cool. So that is actually good news because we can attack him next turn. We are not getting attacked, but we have an opportunity to intercept. This is Ashag the Slaughterer. This is the one army that we were worried about. So if we win this, we don't have to worry about a follow-up. However, if we lose it, we lose our army. We don't get to retreat. Not that that matters anyways with this type of army, but yeah, something to consider. So the thing is, if we decline, they can't attack in one turn. And that would allow us to get one turn of replenishment. So I don't know, is it worth it to get replenishment here? Because to be fair, it doesn't really matter if we kill him in one battle or if it takes two, because we're going to have to take a whole turn to move anyways. We can't attack the next settlement in one turn. So that might not be relevant. If we fight him twice, we get twice the opportunity to get items. So yeah, I think I'm going to decline this. Festus wants peace, and instead he's going to attack us. Yep, there we go. So we'll take this fight. I put the invis armor on this guy, so he's just going to ride around invis so that we don't lose with this lady flying around hitting people with spells. So pretty boring fight, but should be pretty straightforward. But let's get in there. Use our black periapt on both. Let's get this person out of here. And then we need to go find the units that could cause us problems. So these fast-moving dogs, those cause problems. These ranged troops, not really. Well, yeah, because they're fast-moving. That could be a problem. There's two over here. Let me follow these guys into this area. And then we'll try to get a purple sun on them. Nope, they're splitting up. We might want to dive bomb them. We do need to take out their whole army. There's a good opportunity right here, actually. Let's go back. I'm going to go back and see if I can get a nuke on them. So, where's our range? We are in range. Let's cast it right in the center and see where it travels. Hopefully we get lucky. There it goes. Kind of moving away from them, but it still hit a lot of units. We did 15,000 damage. There we go. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Now, we could hit the enemy lord. I'm not going to, though. I don't think he's that much of a priority. The bigger priority is going to be getting the units. If we kill him, they're likely to run, and I'd rather at least have a chance to wipe out their army so that we don't have to wait for 2 turns for siege engines. But I honestly don't think that's going to make a difference anyways. But alright, here we go. Let's get them to group up. Maybe we can get them to group up if we just keep circling right here. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, here we go. Oh, look at this. Maybe we can do even better. I'm not going to take a chance. Let's just cast it. We did run out of shield. What happened? Why are we... Oh my god, we took a lot of damage there. Okay. Let's go get a heal from our buddy. We did 37. Wow, so we did almost 20,000 damage there. This guy needs to go. They seem to be beelining it right for him, even though he's invis. Let's do that circle again, see if we can get them to group up. We've got a full shield. I would love these idiots with the javelins to get in there as well. So if I keep circling, what happens? They do kind of change their pattern. We don't want to circle too much, because then we're going to take a ton of damage. We could drop one right here. That might be a decent spot. Oh, come on. No, they're going to run past it. God. That sucks. Yeah, that was a bad one. Not a good one. It still did some damage, but not nearly as good as the others. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. If we get an interesting part, we'll come back, but otherwise, you kind of get the idea. This is probably the best technique we can go for. I'm going to drop in the middle of them, get them to group up, or I guess they can just bypass. Yeah, if you can get them to group... Oh, crap, they're going to send their lord. Don't want them to send their little hero guys. Get out, just get out, just get out, just get out, just get out, please. There we go. Alright, well, that didn't quite work out. Usually, sometimes they group up, sometimes they don't. If they group up, we just overcast this, but yeah, I guess not. We'll just harass these guys till they're gone. Not a pretty good way to get these guys out. So if we can get them kind of low, get them to run, we outpace them. Spirit Leech is pretty good because they only have a few units. Oh, they're going to get out with more than 10%. Oh well. Alright, we killed a lot of units. We did not get the garrison, unfortunately. And a couple of these units got out with a tiny bit of health. So most likely we're going to be doing a 2-turn siege, which is very disappointing, but also kind of my fault. I should have Yeah, the trolls. Actually, we killed one of the trolls. These two got out with full health. That would be a very hard fight to win, so I think what I would do next time is I would probably take out the big units first, leave the small units, and then hopefully it's enough for them to attack if they have enough balance of power. They're definitely not going to attack with this. This is nothing. They have no balance power now. Not even enough to take on these two. So, but anyways, not a big deal. Let's move on to the next fight. Alright, Midnight is selling out as well as expected. Yeah, this is the one near the Fecundites. So this should be a pretty easy fight. I don't know that we can wipe everybody out though. We only have one unit of direwolves. So not likely, but that's alright. We'll get some damage in. Really anywhere to hide in the woods. This is just a wide open battlefield. So let's see what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna rush straight in, and if that's the case, we won't have any time to burn their ammo. And we'll just have to fight them straight up. Yeah, they're just gonna march straight in. Let's see if we can do some harassment with this guy at least. So I'll try and burn some of their ammo. Here we go. We're getting some of them to shoot at us. That's good. If we can get them to split up their army and just go after this guy instead of going after a big stack. Oh man, that hurt. We need to keep them at range a little bit. Yeah, we don't want that, but there's not much we can do about it. We chase this guy back. We could hit him. We could hit him with some spells. We do have some summons. Yeah, these guys are kind of low. Man, they're just gonna sit back. But that's kind of what we do all the time, so no surprise. Let's get in there. And then we'll have to just harass these guys. Maybe we'll spawn zombies and use our wolves, our dire wolves, to hit them from the other side. So zombies will tie them up. Dire wolves will do all the damage. Let's try it. Probably gonna just dive bomb this guy. We have range, I think. No, we don't have range to cast that. So we need to keep him kind of over the top of the battlefield here. Alright, let's go, direwolves. Let's get into position. We'll start summoning on top of them. Like right here. Let's get back out. There's one. We got a few seconds before we can get another one. And actually, I wouldn't even mind dive bombing this because they can't really do much. And this guy will get some kills at least. We're getting our healing, our passive healing up. That's good. Alright, this guy needs to get ready. Alright, we're ready for another summon. Let's do it on maybe these guys. Direwolves can go... Oh, man. Yeah, direwolves can go over here and hit these guys. No, they can't. Actually, they're in the mix. They're running kind of fast. Well, on the bright side, we are tying up their range units, so this is really good news. Let's get down here and harass. I don't know if we're leaving the range. I don't want to be out of range for the heal. These guys need to stay in the heal range. And we're getting shot. So cool. Okay, let's stop them from doing that. Yeah, these guys are just standing there. Freaking idiots, man. Okay, direwolves, get over here and do something useful, like help me with these guys, and then I'm gonna dive bomb these guys. So we'll hit both of these. The only downside is we're not providing our passive heal. That's the biggest downside here. But there's not a whole lot we can do. We have to tie up the archers. Okay, these guys, yep, there we go. So the wolves will tear these to shreds. One more summon, and then we'll go back to our line. Let's get a summon on these. Perfect. Alright, we got it. Now let's get back to our line so we can actually provide some help to our guys. Yep, they just smashed them. Completely smashed. Alright, get over here and help. Get over here and help. This is actually quite a good strategy. Wish I had done it in some of the other battles, but that's alright. Let's drop down, and then we'll just start fighting over here. Alright, healing is ready to go. Let's get it on everybody. Alright, they're done. This guy's fleeing. We can run him down. Let's get some help over here. They have nothing left in terms of archers. We shoot them all up. Wow. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, these guys should be able to tie them up. They survive long enough. 20 seconds. It's okay. It's the only one they have left. And then what else can we cast here? A lot of people are at healing caps. We can't do much about that. Right, he's dead. Let's go back and get this. These guys are free to roam. I can't do much about that. Those, oh crap. Shattered, but living still. We need to go chase them down if we want to have a chance of killing everything. So this may be a bad idea, but I'm going to go for it anyways. Zombies can use some heals. They're actually, the line's holding pretty well. If they die, it's not that big of a deal. They're just zombies. Yeah, this guy needs to piss off. So let's go ahead and throw some zombies at him. Did we catch him? Oh, it's going to be close, man. 19 units. We only need to kill a handful. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't go sideways. Don't go sideways. Just go in there and hit him. 7, 6, 5. Got him. Okay, perfect. Why do they do that? Always. They always do that crap. Okay, those zombies are crumbling already. That did basically nothing. Let's get another one on top of them. Okay, what about heals in here? I think passive healing is keeping up. These guys need some help. But otherwise, everybody else is good. Direwolves are coming. We'll finish this guy off, and then anybody that starts to run will get chewed up as well. Are these guys fleeing? Yep, there's one unit in there fleeing, but let's make sure this guy just goes. Yeah, we don't want the Free Company militia. Oh, nice. Yep, they're going to run. They won't withstand the direwolves. Got them. And then we need to break away and get those crossbows. Healing-wise, what else? We can get another one on these skeletons to get the unit cap back. Yeah, back to full strength. That's good. Okay, these guys can go chase. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't run. Interesting. They wanted to come back in. So now we just start surrounding these guys and causing them to break away from flanking. Are we getting kills with this guy? Yeah, he's on the front line. He should definitely be on the front line fighting.
Bleed them. Now is
Right, I don't really want to commit the direwolves into this. So these guys need to hold. We're starting to get close to crumbling. Not quite. We do have a decent amount of winds of magic. So why don't we start summoning on top of them to free up or to try to ease some of the burden. See if that helps. You know what? Let's get the direwolves in there too. Since they're mixed on the outside as well, we should... Yep, there we go. We got one of them to flee. Let's back off, let them flee, and then we'll run them down. Okay, there's nothing we can heal. Everybody's keeping up. Actually, these zombies can go back to full strength. Let's do that. Oh, what is that? Oh, crap. The pistoliers are still here. They're fleeing. They're trying to flee. They're trying to flee. We should be able to... No, it's doing funky stuff. So they're sending the direwolves into the pack. Maybe if we just run alongside them. Oh, there we go. Yep, get some kills, but don't touch that. Don't touch the death ball. Down to 18. We need to get them down to 5. Oh, here we go. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, we're gonna chew up a lot of them. Just don't go into the death ball. Stop going into the death ball, please, dogs. Yep, they just died. Heal them up then. Right, there's the unit over here, some crossbowmen. Hopefully we don't run into the same issue with them running into the death ball because of the blob. Alright, what about heals? No, you know what, let's get some zombie summons. We need to break this. We're starting to get attrition down a little bit. Yeah, here we go. They're starting to get morale loss. 6 out of 90, we can leave them alone now. About these guys, 11 out of 60. I don't know if we can catch them though, they're fast. 81 versus 77. That's not gonna work. So, oh, they have to come back because they have units in the ball still. Never mind. Okay, let's just get a few more zombie summons around the outside, and then we should be fine. Yeah, they're gonna morale loss break right now for sure. And we are at healing cap on some of these units, but some of them are actually still incredibly strong. So good death ball. I'm gonna clean this up. There they go. Yep, there's morale loss. So this hero, the Lord, needs to chase that guy for sure. We need to kill as many units as we can, but we're not going to get everybody. There's no way we get everybody. Too much. But we'll get some. And then this guy should be able to get out and chase. Yep. We'll be fine there. You know what? Can we hit him with the Nagash spell? Because that thing does quite a bit of damage. Yeah. bad. Chase these guys. Anybody going to the edge of the map here needs to be priority, and then we can go chase them down later. Yeah, they're just too close to the edge of the map. I can't do much about it. So anyways, we'll kill what we can. So at the cost of 20, we killed 1,300. And yeah, look how close that is. Only 4 units, but it looks close, but at the end of the battle, there's no way we can run that many down anyways. We did kill the Pistoliers, so that's good. I thought we might have missed them. And then their army here basically got turned down to 1 unit. They'll respawn a Lord in there, which is fine. We'll get more loot and XP from that. So next turn, we finish off the settlement. We'll actually recover more than we lost by a significant amount. 16% army replenishment. So yeah, let's get our units back. Alright, moving on to the next fight. We are attacked by that one army that I was mentioning. They'll come back to try to lift the siege. So they did. We don't have to worry about them attacking us. Attacking our settlement. It's giving us a Pyrrhic victory, actually. Which would mean we would get the settlement early. The biggest problem here is an auto-resolve would kill off all of our good units. If it was just the zombies and maybe a couple skeletons or something, no big deal. But this is killing off Blood Knights, Vargheist, and a Cairn Wraith. Cairn Wraith I don't really care as much about, but these two I definitely care about. I don't want to give up either the Vargheist or the Blood Knight. So that's not going to work. But then I guess technically that means I'm saying 1 extra turn, 1 faster turn is not worth as much as a Blood Knight and a Vargheist. Is that true? I got to think about that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to justify here. And I think these are worth more than 1 turn delay. Because we can't recruit them. They're really hard to come by. Like, we haven't gotten them yet. The Cairn Wraith we have, it's leaving alone our Grave Guards, so that's good. But still, yeah, like I said, we'll just fight it manually. But here's the plan. We're gonna move everybody. Well, maybe not everybody. Let's see what we want to do with the bats. I guess we'll keep them towards the front. I want to get these guys up and into the wood line. And then we need to very quickly go over there and harass. Yeah, I don't want to be next to these guys when they start coming in, so we'll try to hit the ones on the left. Also, let me take note here. I don't think we can kill the entire garrison, but they kind of have a mix of everything. They don't have archers, though. They have crossbowmen. So archers, we don't need to zero out. Try to harass these guys. And then we can go harass these crossbowmen. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to try and outmaneuver them. We don't want to take too much damage.
Swiftly, Vampire Lord.
There we go. Yeah, we're going to hit him with 2. And then if this guy tries to join... Actually, why don't we just delay them right now with our Lord.
I'll have their blood.
Can we get our knights over there too, actually?
Swiftly, with
We're
haste.
sending the Lord over.
With haste.
I don't really want to deal with... But we do want to get these guys out. Okay, he's going back. That's fine. We'll have time. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep harassing these guys. Vargheist should be going down and hitting them. I don't know what's taking so long. Alright, there we go. We got trapped. Let's get out.
With haste.
Do not want to fight their hero or lord or anything. Let's get out. Vargheists need to get out. Blood Knights should be okay to stay. They have a bit more tankiness. So there's 1 complete crossbowman down. We have to finish him off though. Just in the off chance that we can actually... Whoa, what the heck? Alright, they do have pistoliers. In the off chance that we can actually kill them. Is anybody going after... They're not going after these guys, so that's fine. I don't want to get mixed up with these. 15 out of 90. We have to continue killing these guys. Okay, I don't know why they're all mixed up, but I guess we're going to have to abandon. We're getting hit a lot. Can we get 1 more kill? 8 out of 90. There we go. Now we can go back. So let's just ride off into the woods. These guys can go on the back side of the hill. There we go. So we should be safe. We'll get them to fight our giant blob. And that'll give us time to deal with some of their stronger units. Alright, let's try and take out these pistoliers if we can. Or the Lord. If the enemy Lord wants to come out, I think that's a fair trade. Alright, so here, you guys attack. Yeah, we should be able to catch him here. Okay, how we doing? We don't have any heal. We don't have passive heal here, so this is not going to hold very long. We need to actually get our army back. Yeah, we should probably get them back to help. Alright, let's start clearing out some of these units. Crossbowmen right there. Let's get them to flee. Perfect. They should be gone. This is what? Anti-large? Yeah, so let's see if we can break them so we don't have to take too much damage. We're getting lit up, man. Yeah, we need to help. These guys need morale, so we need to get our lord back. This is not really a good fight. Get him back, all the way back. And get that morale buff before we start crumbling. There we go. Morale has been restored. Start fighting these guys. Hit him with the leadership debuff. And then what are these guys doing? Go after anything in the woods. I don't think we're going to go for capturing the settlement. This is too risky. We're going to lose our army here if we try to do anything fancy. So let's just make sure we don't lose everything. Start healing. Yeah, not having a passive heal for these blobs is really bad. But on the bright side, we routed like 4 or 5 archery units. So that's good. We'll just keep hitting them, making sure they don't cause any trouble back here. And then we should be good. There we go. 2 shattered. 3 shattered. Coming. This is going to be 4. That's 4 shattered. Not shattered, but they're going to be off the map anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep, they're shattered. Let's go back up the hill. We got to keep healing. Got to use the AoE heal, because otherwise we won't have enough. Alright, here we go. Let's start slamming into the back. Oh, you know what? Yeah, take out these pistoliers. These guys are annoying as hell. Okay, here we go. Get in there, Blood Knights. That should cause a panic. And then we're also going to hit him with minus 16 leadership. Yep, look at that. Mass rout. Perfect timing. That is such a good spell to have. That's crazy. That is crazy. Especially for the blob, because you could just see their leadership just slowly ticks down. Once you get to that point, you basically win the fight quite a bit earlier. Or you could use it if you get this guy harassing. He could basically force rout just about anybody. Alright, let's make sure this guy doesn't get off. We want him to be dead. This guy can definitely go harass. Let's do some healing as well. Sweet. So I'm going to clean up what we can. There we go. So garrison remains intact. This army is in rough shape, but still intact as well. I don't think they have enough to attack again, but I really hope they do, because then we could probably finish the garrison off. But we'll see. We did get an item, so we can fuse some of the armors. And then I think on this one, we have a little bit of damage on this guy, but we'll take the money. Here we go. We got our ambush off. This is against Zufbar near Castle Drakenhof. They have a pretty strong army, so I don't really want to fight this if we don't have to. And luckily, we do have a Pyrrhic victory. The biggest issue is it's going to kill off more than half of our army. Like, and the army's not really that good, but I don't want to really give up the Graveguard. I don't want to give up the Direwolf or the Crypt Ghouls either. But I don't really see another way around it. If we fight this manually, we'll be able to kill off some of their good units, but their army will stay intact, and we'll have to fight an even harder battle next turn, I feel like. So why don't we just do this? We can raise an army very quickly between this settlement and going to their settlement. We could recruit back up to full, I think, by next turn. So let's just go ahead and auto-resolve it. Be gentle. Oh, man. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. That is pretty brutal, but that's okay. The good thing is the entire army's wiped out on their side. So total domination. We're not going to take army replenishment here. I think we'll take the money. And oh wow. Okay, so they're attacking again, and it's giving us Pyrrhic victory again. It's not killing off any heroes or lords. So that I'm good with. These units are not the ones that we were trying to save anyway, so let's just auto-resolve it and be done. So that is 2 of Zufbar's armies completely dead. And we kept a couple of our zombies.
Leave me.
And this guy is declaring war on us. Nice. So Norska. That's up here where we're doing our war with Vlad. So he should be fine handling that.